allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Yep.
Okay, just as a point of reference, this public meeting is being recorded and will be on the borough website shortly thereafter. For tonight's meeting, we had an executive session to discuss personnel or professional personnel issues. Moving on to roll call, please.
Councilmember Brenner. Councilmember Stanko. Councilmember Reimer. Councilmember Vogel. Councilmember Barnett.
Here.
Councilmember Weinhofer. And Council President Jenks.
Here. Okay, are there any public comments this evening? Yes, sir.
I will be brief and I respectfully request not to be interrupted, as I was during the last on June 10th, this council voted positively to include 4 additional vehicle for trucks and recyclables without the 25-mile restriction. However, those options were omitted from the final bid specification, not advertised in ready either. Instead, we only see 9 options, all limited to trucks.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but this is for agenda items.
Yes,
only. This is not on the agenda. Where?
Where we have recycling committee report.
It doesn't need to be on the agenda.
We have no recycling committee report. This one.
We have all reports and recycle also.
It's not on. You have no.
It was.
Excuse me, sir.
It doesn't come up. We voted on the last
My
one.
Would you please, sir?
Yeah.
Please sit down. You're out of order.
For a 10,000 mileage rate that lacks the sufficient population required for serious consideration.
Okay, we're going to move on to.
This is not a clerical oversight. It is a clear failure.
Sir, sit down. You're disrupting the meeting.
Public vote, effectively preventing any vendor
Mr. Katarski, can you
Chief.
please sit down?
recyclables more than 25.
Mr. Katarski, please sit down. You can do this at the end of the meeting. It's open at that point. It is, the council president says it's not part of the
It is
agenda.
not on the
okay?
agenda.
It's on the agenda.
You find it, and then I will apologize.
So can I just clarify, when it's on the agenda, we're speaking of tonight's agenda, not all the agendas and things that were
We
attached?
also approve previous meeting.
Yeah,
And in the previous meeting,
Okay,
there was.
enough. It's not being heard now. Enough. Please sit down. I don't know. Are there any other public comments?
Mr. Hartman.
The subject of the refuse and recycling business is not on the agenda. So it is correct that you should wait until the second public comment period to make a presentation.
Are there any other public comments? Hearing none, move on. Okay, you have before you council minutes of the June 10th meeting, and I'll entertain a motion to approve.
This is the item I was talking about, previous.
Okay, we have a motion. Is there a second? Motion and second. All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, consulting engineers report, Mr. McCarthy.
Good evening. Pretty much everything is spelled out in our report. We do have one motion item tonight for council, and that's for the West Lawn Interceptor. That project's now completed by Wexcon, and Spring Township has sent the borough our bill to reimburse them for the work they did for us on the line. And so that is invoice 01633 in the amount of $126,146.94. That is. Yes, that was, there was
It's not crazy. I don't know what.
there was a small change for the lateral to the pool and
Manhole.
an adding of the manhole, but they were previously approved by infrastructure and council. They just kind of, there's a summary of them up there.
Is there retainage for restoration and stuff?
That they already did the restoration.
Entirely?
Yep.
Are there any other questions? Okay, we have a motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brunner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer? Yes. Councilmember Vogel?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes. Motion and second, all those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Moving on to the police chief and mayor's report. Mayor Chief Phillips.
I have no further comments, but the chief, as always, will review his report, and he will then entertain any questions you might have. And there is a motion that you request of member of council tonight.
Good evening, everyone. I'll go over a few of the highlights of my report, and as the mayor said, if anybody has any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. We were available for just under 4,000 hours of on-duty time for the month. We handled 634 calls serviced during the month. In our business community, 157 calls were handled there. In our residential communities, we had 48. Took us an average of 6.19 minutes to arrive on location and 23.9 minutes spent on each assignment. I have our training listed in there. I have the active shooter response training that we did this past month in-house. We completed that training at the junior senior high school. The officers went through what I like to say is crawl, walk, run training, where it was very slow in the beginning, practicing, working together in hallways, stairwells, entering rooms, to they moved to going against targets, and finally they moved to go against me at the end of the day. A few of you came. I hope you enjoyed yourselves during that training. That's training that we like to do and will continue to do. We gave assistance 24 times and received it 3. Our community service events for the month were participating in the Youth Aid Panel on June 5th, on June 18th. An officer participated in a discussion on how to increase the use of Narcan among the African American community. I received a request from the Council on Chemical Abuse to see if Officer Bryant would come and sit on that panel discussion. We're trying to get African Americans within the Berks County community that are influential to try to figure out how they can get members of that community that are using opiates to use Narcan, because as I'm sure most of you know, that Narcan, you can obtain that now yourself and have that. And it's encouraged that people that maybe use opioids have that in case they have an overdose. And then on June 30th, we participated in a safety talk for the children at both the Happy Hollow and the Hills Playground. Had the speed signs up on Wayne Avenue, the 800 block. It's a 25-mile-per-hour zone through there. The 85th percentile on the eastbound side was 15.7, and on the westbound side, 23.73. Because that's where we had the car versus bicycle accident. I wanted to see what kind of speed we had coming there from the. It is. But I wanted to see what we were getting as far as speed. Officer Cooper Henry, he has completed his probation status with the department as of this past weekend, or June 28th, and so he has been elevated to that of a regular officer. He's off probation. Most of you, I believe, know that Sergeant Karstein handed in his paperwork for his retirement. His last date will be August 30th, and he worked for us on the 4th of July, but he's pretty much taking his time between now and then. So he's effectively done. If you remember last month, we gave a conditional offer to Isaiah Shockley and Peter Procat. They had to go through several steps. They met all those steps except for one, which is the police academy, because neither have the academy. So that started yesterday. So they have 6 months of academy. I told them it's going to seem like it's going to take forever, but when they get to the end, they're going to think, wow, that went by pretty fast. So we look forward to getting them on board. Breakdown of our top incidents for the month. It's pretty much the same as it always is. Our times of the day, 9 p.m. is once again our busiest time, and it looks like Monday was our busiest day at 108. Breakdown of our census tracts, the top 20, where we are. As I always have the maps, so you can see where those census tracts are listed within the borough. We had 49 crashes. We made 36 total arrests in the month, which made us at 598 total regular calls for service. Breakdown of those arrests are next, with domestics and DUIs being the highest. When you break out the UCRs for the month, we're sitting at 74%, which is very good and in line with where we usually end up. As far as fines and requests for reports, and there was the sale of a police vehicle. The police department brought in just over $17,000. So, anybody has any questions, I would be glad to.
I would just point out that the other night I was watching the news program, and the person making the presentation indicated that the average bad guy who gets caught has a less than 50% chance of being caught across this country. Where it's maybe 75%. That's how it's.
So we're doing pretty well. Any other questions? Okay. Yep. And next, I'm requesting a motion to either table, approve, or deny the reduction in rank of Badge 11 of the Wyomissing Police Department from the rank of Sergeant to that of Patrol Officer.
Motion second. Question on the motion. Questions? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brenner? Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer?
Yes.
Councilmember Mogul?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
6-1, motion passes. Okay. Entertain a motion to accept the police chief mayor report. Motion second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Fire chief's report. Chief Holmes.
Good evening, Council. In the June activity report, a couple highlights there. 145 responses for the month, brought us up to 924 for the first half of the year. Again, we're on track to have a record year of responses. The average turnout time was 1 minute and 30 seconds. We're averaging 4.27 personnel per incident. The year-to-date training hours, which is a huge jump from where we've been in the past. The staff have completed 1,019 and a half hours worth of training in the first 6 months of this year. So we're on track to meet some of the requirements through ISO for training hours, which is a very critical point for evaluating our department. We're doing really well on inspections. We ramped up again here at the start of July. The first half of the year, 278 were completed. We're looking at probably being in the 85 to 90% for completion rate for this year, which is a good move forward. So again, we're on track with where we should be and looking for another record year I've also included in my monthly report the statistics for the first half of the year, just kind of breaking down what our call volumes have been by incident type, how much we're giving and receiving mutual aid. It's almost a 50-50 split by the end of June. It was almost 50-50. I've dug a little bit deeper into the responses and broke it down by our shift personnel and their assignments. It's almost a third being handled by each of the shifts. Our QRS responses are outlined in that first 6-month report. Major medical, so the unconscious and the ALS medical calls are big responses on that side. Busiest day of the week for the first half of the year was Thursday with 151 responses, and the time has fluctuated. It's around the middle part of the day from 10 o'clock in the morning till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. They're very close, almost 1 or 2 incidents off. And then I've started this year tracking our apparatus mileage and fuel use just to try and get a little bit broader picture on how we're performing and the amount of time we're putting on the apparatus. I'll gladly answer any questions on the activity report or the first half of 25 statistics. A couple other things here that I added to the agenda for tonight, just to let you all know. The deputy chief's vehicle was purchased. It's sitting over at the borough garage. That was purchased through LSA grant funds that we had received. The new utility, it's completed its upfitting process. It'll be scheduled to go out later this month for the lettering. It's currently sitting at the firehouse, and the old utility is right now parked here at Borough Hall. It'll be moving down to the Public Works garage again tomorrow. For the entry level application process, the Civil Service approved 7 applicants to move forward. They'll be taking their written exam on July 19th. And for the deputy chief, which closed at the end of June, we had 5 applications received. We have an upcoming civil service meeting on the 11th, and their written exam is on the 26th. That's all I have.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Moving on to committee reports. Start with infrastructure committee, Mr. Brewer.
Okay, committee met at noon on June 16th. Pretty light agenda tonight, so the first thing that comes up is committee's recommending approval to authorize payment application number 9 construction master service Inc. of $6,934.48 for the Cambridge Avenue stream work. And I'll go ahead and make that motion.
We have a motion and second. Question on the motion? Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brunner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer?
Yes.
Councilmember Vogel?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes.
Committee's also recommending the council to approve authorizing intergovernmental agreement between the borough of Wyomissing and Springtown for sharing electricity and power.
We have a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. That's all I have for you.
Can I just ask a question?
Yes.
The Berkshire Heights Playground, we discussed that in the report about us sending children there when the playgrounds were closed. That is being worked on. Has construction started on that yet?
No, and it's getting pushed off, so no need to notify anybody because playground will be over by the time work starts.
Are we pushing it off because of playground? No, it's just that push off. Either way, we're still gonna inform people that that one will be shut down.
When we get closer to the date,
Right,
yes.
Okay, that's all I wanted. Thank you.
so, library had their meeting on June 9th. We had the circulation in there. We talked about the upcoming summer break from the board, as we do every year. We talked about their upcoming fundraisers. Obviously, we just had the duck race. They're going to have their end this summer and celebration for the summer reading in August. And the library is also running a raffle for free races. I have some flyers tonight. We're going to try to get these around as well to get this in front of as many people as possible on their behalf. So again, another fundraiser that they came into this year. So doing everything we can to get the word out. Absolutely.
ROG, being a terrific support of this community as they are.
If anyone has any questions, we'd be happy to answer them. Otherwise, the motion to approve my report.
Motion and second, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Moving on to Personnel Committee, Mr. Noble.
We met on June 17th, 2025. And going forward. Won't name any names on this one. There is a motion to table, approve, or deny accepting the letter of resignation for Police Sergeant Richard Karstein. And I'll make that motion.
A motion and a second. Question on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Second motion is to approve the activating of the Civil Service Commission to commence the promotional process for Police Department Sergeant due to the remaining candidate declining the position. So we now have, Chief, we have no one position for Sergeant.
There's no list remaining.
There's no list.
That's why I'm asking that.
I'll make that motion.
Motion is second. Is there a question on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
I'll make a motion to approve personnel committee.
Motion is second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
Council, I want to jump back infrastructure. Council already adopted a motion to approve the intergovernmental agreement with the township. As a formality, there's a resolution that needs to be approved with that. That resolution is right there. Okay. It's not on the agenda, but it exists. And so I would ask for council to consider a second motion to adopt the resolution approving the Spring Township agreement. So moved.
Motion is second. Question on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, moving on to the Recreation Board, joint offer, Mr. McKinley.
Rec board met, we had some, committee reports, pretty hefty into playground, as is the playground time of year. And we, talked heavily about the parade, we'll get debriefs on that eventually, but I'll turn it over to Ray, if you have anything else to add from the meeting.
Good evening, everyone. You guys have just a couple of highlights from a facilities growth standpoint. This past month, we had $2,600 in revenue generated from that. We're in the prime season for rentals right now. So the pools are still have to go through and do a move. We just finished up the summer concert series of Frank Sinatra show at the Stonehouse. We had about 250 people that showed up for that one. Even though it was hot, I think that's cool. We'll do a couple comments that people said, but it was hot. We had 250 people there, which was great. Independence Day, I won't really get into that. Most of you are there, but I do want to thank the Public Works Department for all the hard work they put into it and the rec board for what that everybody cleaned up. Great turnout, beautiful weather, 80 degrees, light breeze, so very happy with Something we have going on is Teachers in the Park at the Stonehouse. It's Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's an educational process. There's several teachers from neighboring schools that have students come in. They do outdoor education with them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Coming up this weekend, we have the third in the series for the concert. Stephanie Grace, she's a local. She's got back from Nashville, cut an album down there, so she's getting more and more popular. It'll be at the Stonehouse at 6 o'clock. The following 2 weeks after that, we have the Reading Pops Orchestra, and that one's at the Wyomissing High School auditorium. Last year, we really learned that they are an indoor or group. So all of their influence will be there. After that, the Ringo Band and Lantern Parade, kind of culminating the end of the summer playground program. Moonlight Swim on August 8th, and then we kick off our Movies in the Park August 9th. Playground, our programming side, right now, as of just now, just looked at 563 kids enrolled, $70,535, which is about $6,000 off the budget that we set back in October. So we're a little short there from a dollar standpoint. But 563 kids enrolled. The pool, we have 381 memberships for $108,865. Which is a little off of the budget for which includes swim, gymnastics, swim lessons for 116, which is about $30,000 off of what the original budget was for the forecast for that. So both of those are a little bit short. Swim lessons, we have 27 kids enrolled. Gymnastics, we have 21 people enrolled. And the summer tennis program, we have 27 people. So I can talk to you about before, what the need of the summer program. Any questions from anybody?
I just want to point out that the last local that went to Nashville cut it out was Taylor Swift. So be there and claim that you saw her before she got to PC.
Most of you may have seen her. She does
Touche.
a lot of the race driving. You do a summer carnival. Yeah.
Any other questions? The rec board. As I mentioned before, they continue to do a great job. They work as a team. Very important, and it shows to the public. Thank you very much for your continued help and support. I'll entertain a motion to approve the recreation report. There's a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay,
Keep
next
scaring
is the Fire and Police Committee report. The committee met on June the 30th. The Western Berks Ambulance and Westside Regional EMA reports are self-explanatory. Moving on to actionable items, we're going to go and start with the police department. And we had Chief Phillips received a request from a resident with regards to cross traffic does not stop signage at the east and west sides of the intersection of Reading Boulevard and Forest Avenue. We do have this at Evans Avenue, and after some discussion, the committee feels that it be appropriate, and therefore I would make the motion to install the cross traffic does not stop signs at the intersections of Reading Boulevard and Forest Avenue on the east and west sides. We have a motion second. Any questions? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, Chief Phillips also discussed the current police department civil service rules and regulations and some lacking clarification in section 3.9 under general qualifications, slash promotions, subsection A. And after some discussion, need a motion to table, approve, or deny the suggested revision to the police department civil service rules and regs, section 3.9 general qualifications, subsection A, contingent upon approval of the Civil Service Commission.
I'll make that motion.
Motion second. Is there any questions on the motion?
Motion to approve.
Yes, motion to approve, Jan.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay. Bear with me here. Okay, yes, there is a correction on, item number 4, and that should be a motion is needed to table, approve, or deny ratifying the motion made during the June 2025 Fire and Police Committee meeting, to purchase a police department vehicle to the tune of $44,655, and that does not include upfitting or graphics. And just so everyone knows, this is a police car that was run into at no fault of the borough. Our insurance company will be going after the person at fault to regain any monies entitled. So I'll entertain a motion to ratify the motion.
Second.
Motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brenner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer?
Yes.
Councilmember Mogul?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes. Okay. Are there any other questions regarding the Fire and Police Committee report?
I just asked now that we've already approved that, will they go after the other insurance company for all the outfitting as well, considering that's a loss? Yeah, okay.
Any other questions?
Make a motion to approve.
Motion and second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you. Okay, moving on to the Borough Manager's report, Mrs. Bear.
Good evening, Council. The Western Berks Water Authority and Joint Municipal Authority board meeting minutes were included in your council packet. I'm respectfully requesting a motion to approve granting the Met 2 a 90-day time extension for the revised land development submission.
So moved.
Motion and second. Questions? Hearing none. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? The ayes have it.
The next two motions are coming up under my report as we narrowly missed their inclusion on the infrastructure agenda. The first, I'm respectfully requesting a motion to approve payment of payment application number 7 in the amount of $11,245.60 to A.H. Moyer Incorporated for HVAC services for the new Public Works garage.
So moved.
We have a motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brenner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer?
Yes.
Councilmember Mogul?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes.
Also respectfully requesting a motion to approve payment of payment application number 8 in the amount of $14,717.39 to A.H. Moyer Incorporated for plumbing services for the Public Works garage.
Second.
We have a motion and second. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brenner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko? Councilmember Reimer?
Yes.
Councilmember Mogul?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes.
There was a resolution number 2025-8 that was included in your council packet. That resolution would change the custodian for the Wyomissing Borough firefighter, non-uniform, and police pension plans from Nationwide Financial to Charles Schwab Trust Bank. That is coming at the recommendation of Gerard, who is our pension plan manager. And I'm respectfully requesting a motion to approve adoption of resolution number 2025-8 to authorize the change of pension plan custodian from Nationwide to Charles Schwab.
Motion and second, is there any question on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it, resolution number 2025-08 is adopted.
Thank you. I just wanted to briefly thank all staff who worked on Friday. I think there were more people working than non-working on Friday between police, fire, public works, administration. And it was really great to watch everybody come together for the greater good of the community and also watch the community celebrate the community. So if anybody's interested, I actually took some videos from within the parade a lot, like instead of shooting the parade, shooting the people watching the parade on my phone, and it's pretty cool to watch. So I will gladly share.
Entertain a motion to approve the borough manager's report. Motion second, all those in favor? Aye. Opposed? The ayes have it. Okay, in your packet is the treasurer's statement of operation, which includes the general fund, the Bureau of Water, the sewer fund, the highway aid, refuge and recycling fund, and the road tax fund. Teresa, good evening.
Good evening. Thank you, Mr. President. I did not see the fund balances as of the end of June. We did not have a finance meeting. However, revenues appear to be flowing rather nicely. I also have an update on the tax collector, if I will read this report here. At the May 8th, 2025 Finance and Admin meeting, the tax collector was accused of not making timely tax payments to the borough, which is a violation of the tax collector's manual issued by the PA Department of Community and Economic Development. Resulting from this conversation, Council President Jenks requested that Councilman Steve Runner, Solicitor Chris Hartman, and Treasurer Dave Reeser schedule a meeting with the tax collector. In preparation, the end of April and beginning of May activity, including the April bank statement and check register, was reviewed by the treasurer. Unbeknownst to the tax collector, borough personnel were monitoring her checking account. I think this is unethical and an invasion of privacy. Unfortunately, bad assumptions were made based on a snapshot of the checking account, which indicated a bank balance of over $5 million. Borough personnel did not question the tax collector regarding this situation. Instead, the incorrect assumption was made that she was withholding payments. Almost 4.8 million of the 5.1 million balance represented checks written to the county, but not yet deposited by the county. At the very least, we should record in the July 2025 council minutes the results of my review, which clearly indicate that the tax collector was adequately performing her duties and making payments in a timely manner according to the existing rules and regulations. Note that the May 2025 tax payments to the borough were 1.3% higher than May of 2024. Also, the June year-to-date amounts paid to the borough are consistent with prior years. The tax collector is audited every year by county auditors to ensure compliance with all state and local requirements. I respectfully request that the council make and approve a motion to correct the May 8th, 2025 Finance and Admin minutes. Thank you.
There's no motion on the table.
My recommendation, council, would be to send this matter to the finance committee and have it placed on the finance committee agenda for the finance committee to consider any remedial action. And I think that would be the appropriate place for this subject to be reviewed.
I want my good name back and I want it back by the end of this month, or I am gonna sue for defamation. These two colluded behind my back to go into my accounts and talk you people into believing that I had over $5 million. I went home that day and I had exactly $249 on my ledger. You clean this up, or I'm going to the Tax Collector Association. All of them use this. And if it's fine for you to go behind my back, yes, you did, because he said to me that there, he said, Steve told me you have over $5 million in your account. Yes, you did, you liar. You're a liar. You're a liar. And your grandfather would be rolling his grave. You're making this borough look like a hick. And you, how dare you even entertain a motion to control the tax collector?
Ms. Hector, okay, we're gonna keep it going now, okay? Interrupting the meeting, please have a seat. Any public comments you can make at the end, okay?
Well, just remember, I'm going to the tax collector.
Exactly, please.
This month.
Please. Thank you.
May I respond to Mr. Hartman's comment? The only reason I'm bringing it up because it was tabled at the June finance meeting, and we didn't have one in July. And I thought I should bring it up in a timely manner, because now it's already 2 months. Why drag this thing out? I just want to get this thing to an end. Quite honestly, I'm sick of having it on my kitchen table. And, I just want to get it finished. That was my
I
reason
think
for
it's
doing it tonight.
appropriate, as Mr. Hartman suggested, because Phyllis, our business manager, certainly will have some input on this. The information regarding $5 million, I received that information from her, who this account is shared, as a shared account.
It's not that it's a shared account, it's under the same tax.
Or same tax.
It's under the same
So
EIN
Phyllis
number.
has-
Yes.
It's not a shared account.
Okay,
Yes.
Phyllis has full authority to look at that account.
She has access,
Oh,
Dave,
Oh.
she has access to it. When she goes to look into the borough's accounts, that account automatically comes up because she has access to anything associated with our EIN number.
Right.
I've seen it, like, in her office.
Either way, even if she has access to it, a bad assumption was made that as of that one day, she had
We're
5.1.
not going to discuss it anymore
Well,
tonight.
okay, I'm just saying that that's our argument, and clearly my review indicates as reports state. Pardon?
But we were just
And I
trying to
have-
get the information, because she said one thing on paper and another thing in person, and we couldn't get an answer
From who?
from the tax collector.
Oh, well, I can't answer to the tax collector.
Well, I can, because I asked her
Sure.
numerous times, and I have witnesses to that effect.
Well, I'm not gonna argue that, yes, but I'll be glad to share what I did, anybody wants to look at it, I'll be glad to share it, so, okay, thank you.
Motion to move.
For final closure.
Yes,
Everyone's,
please.
everyone's sitting.
So it'll be an agenda item in August, that's my understanding,
That's correct.
right?
First week of August.
Right, okay, thank you.
Mr. Reeser, you have anything else?
No, as I said, I didn't see the fund balances, however, revenues seem to be floating rather nicely. So I don't have any concern at the moment, so that's all I have to say. Thank you.
I'll entertain the motion to approve the treasurer's statement of operations report. Motion and second. No further discussion? Questions? All those in favor? Opposed? The ayes have it.
If I may just interject, I did not know the treasurer, the tax collector was here tonight, and I apologize for her, I know, when I asked for the bank statement, check register, she was very, very upset, so you can understand. But that was uncalled for, so I had nothing to do with that.
Okay, before you, in your packet is the accounts payable, report, which includes the general fund, the Bureau of Order, the sewer fund, refuge, recycling fund. Are there any questions on that report? We have a motion second to approve the report. Roll call, please.
Councilmember Brunner?
Yes.
Councilmember Stanko?
Yes.
Councilmember Reimer? Councilmember Mogul?
Yes.
Councilmember Barnett?
Yes.
Councilmember Weinhofer?
Yes.
And Council President Jenks.
Yes. Okay, next is the tax collector's report, and Ms. Heckman chose to leave, but I believe there was a question, or, I mean, has that been answered that you had?
It was about the report, it's about
Oh, that's right.
There was a request to table action as the settlement report has not yet been received to
Very good.
compare the report for accuracy.
Very good.
Make a motion to table.
Motion second to table the tax collector's report. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? So table. Okay, that brings to the conclusion of the borough reports. And we'll now move on to final public comment of non-agenda items. Sure.
This council voted for to include 4 additional bid options for transfer recycling without the 25-mile restriction. However, those options were omitted from the final bid specifications, now advertised in red ink. Instead, we only see 9 options, all limited to processing facilities within 25 miles. Along with the one option 2E, for a per-ton mileage rate that lacks the supporting calculations required for serious consideration. It's just only holding something recyclable for 25 miles. Nothing about collecting, so they are paid collectors. This is not a clerical oversight, it's a clear failure to implement council's public vote, effectively preventing any vendor who processes recyclables more than 25 miles away from bidding completely. Whether this was an error or deliberate, I think it was deliberate. It subverts transparency and undermines the credibility of this entire process. We must also consider history. In 2022, the bid specs were so narrowly written that only Mascara was able to. That contract resulted in Wyomissing residents paying $575 per unit, more than double that neighboring Spring Township pays, $260. It's what our president paid. And now, rather than correcting that, you see a pattern repeating, complexity used as camouflage, and options designed to confuse rather than invite real competition. Let's also be honest about the glass recycle issue. There is no glass smelt in Bears County. There has been no evidence submitted by Mascara or any other hauler showing that glass is being recycled into anything but landfill-based product, which is a generous way to say it's being burned. If they pay full price for tonnage that goes straight to a landfill, what exactly we are recycling? This is not environmentally responsible, it's expensive greenwashing. Another concern is the excessive complexity of this issue. No other municipality in the region asks for so many convoluted options. All we really need is straightforward who can collect and dispose of our waste at the lowest cost and with acceptable service. Instead, we will build a bureaucratic rest of the people can immediately reflect the full set of options that we voted for and to issue an addendum so all qualified holders, not just one, can participate on a fair playing field.
Thank you. Are there any other public comments of non-agenda items?
It wasn't excluded. I'm looking at the bid specs right now. He's just not reading them the way they are to be interpreted.
I received today, and
I'm literally looking at, I'm the one who wrote them with the help of Jade Meeks. So every reference to 25 miles only was taken out. A fifth bid option was put under the collection and processing of recycling cost. So the first four options are cost 25 miles or less. The fifth option is what is your cost per ton to take the recycling to a location more than 25 miles away. Every other reference to 25 miles in the bid spec was taken out, so there's no restriction on it having to go within 25 miles. It's up to the hauler. They just need to tell us what that cost is for each additional ton per mile over 25. I don't know what to tell you. I'm looking at it right now.
There were conflicting motions.
Yeah. So.
And the last motion was to take out 25, or put an option in to take out the 25. That was in there?
So what, this is where a picture's worth 1,000 words, and I don't have it electronically to display to you, but the bid tab for option 2, it's A, B, C, D, is weekly, bi-weekly, glass, no glass, and those first four options are 25 miles or less from the borough. The fifth option under the same category is per ton mileage rate for transporting recyclables more than 25 miles. So they can bid the cost for the first 25 miles. Sir, this is not question and answer. I'm answering your question. You gave your public comment. Please be quiet. So, I mean, this was after the last council meeting. I shared the motion with Jane Meeks, and she's like, the easiest way to simplify this is take every reference to 25 miles out of the contract, add that additional bid option. So if a contractor wants to take it further, you know the cost per ton to do so, and you're done. So that is how it was worded. It complies with what council wanted. Yes. Again.
Are there any other public comments? If not, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion is second. We are adjourned. Thank you very much, everyone.
Yeah, versus